Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another glorious and momentous day. Heim is uploading once again. As you guys can see, there is actually a lot of changes around the Rook Castle, and we have been planning and scouting out an idea for a build, and now that I've laid the foundations out a little bit, I'm starting to throw it together, and we're going to show some major progression. Basically, I wanted to do some Japanese architecture in Heim because I've never built Japanese style before, so just wanted to try out the roofing and work with some of the mangrove wood, play with some blocks I haven't played with before. So here's the foundations. Got like a little shrine up next to the Rook Tower, overlooking Heim, and we've got the foundations laid out. We're gonna need like a big aesthetic, maybe sleeping chambers tower, and then I'm gonna have an armory tower at the end of this walkway, and then we're gonna upgrade to full netherite once we've completed that. But today we got to work on the sleeping chambers. So yeah, let's fill out the walls and the floors here, work on the first floor. Well, if you guys wanted a sign to not light up your builds, this is the reason. How can you summon the divine ones, the sheep jockeys, the chicken jockeys? Oh, how beautiful. Heim is blessed here today. As I'm getting swarmed by 50 hostile mobs while not wearing a chest piece. Well, we're gonna book it on out of here. Alright, guys. We are gonna strip this border, make it a little bit lighter. Now we're gonna do a marbled floor pattern with some diorite and calcite. It's gonna look pretty nice, and then we'll fill in the middle with a mangrove plank, make it checkered. Alright guys, so making Japanese style roofs is hard and kind of tedious is what I'm learning. I feel like I'm a grandmother with a walker up here. I've fallen off countless times. I have to keep editing it out. But basically we want to alternate the layers and build it up to a formation in the corners. So we start lowest in the middle, and then as we work our way outwards, we'll keep on building it up. And we'll just have these makeshift tiles that we'll delete to get the layer we want. It's kind of annoying, you have to work your way backwards, but here we go, place a temporary slab. Now we've got our corner all in place, and it's the highest point of the roof. Let's build up our final little corner here. The shaping for the roofing is what really makes the builds feel like Japanese-esque. So we're doing that by gradually inclining it with the slabs. This is going to be good practice for me for the more complicated towers that I'm going to work on after this. So these shrines are kind of like a little warm-up for me to get all acquainted with the ideas. Alright, we're going to work on the second story of the Japanese tower, and we're actually going to take out the sides of this foundation, the corners, and replace it with mangrove. But I'm not going to strip the logs this time like I did at the bottom, just because I feel like that'd be a little too much red. The dark browns will kind of tie it together with the tints of red on the side. It'll look good. So yeah, we'll just get out the corners and leave them unstripped this time for a little more gradual contrast. And now we've got to work on another freaking roof, guys. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll see. It's a lot smaller, so it's not quite as much of a hassle as the roof before. But we got to build it up to the corners again. And then we're going to actually bust out, I think, some stairs here. Let's see if we make it with the slabs for the inner ring it's too gradual. Okay, we're just gonna build it up with stairs instead of slabs. This is gonna give us a more steep incline, and that's kind of what we want, so you can tell from the ground that there's like a roof on top. We don't really want it to look super flat. It's all about proportions, and honestly, a lot of the time when I'm building, I just go and fly away or run away super far and look at it from different angles and see if it looks appealing. So yeah, we're gonna build it up and match our tower across the street from us there. And man, I am so good at block placement. Oh my goodness. You should see though, I'm improving my aim lab, so I'm getting better at cursor management. But yep, we got to make sure it's even, and I should just delete the middle one instead of trying to force a square through a circle hole. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Like a toddler right now. Alright. And then we're gonna do cobblestone for the point, and then we're gonna throw on some, what is it, smooth deep slate? Polished deep slate. And then let's light it all up so our roof won't spawn anything or anything of the likes. And yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Let's go and make sure that we are doing the same on our other side though. Yeah, we've got a pretty grand entrance here with these literally just visually aesthetic towers. I mean, what should I put inside of them? Like a crafting table? Guys, help me out with the interior design. Interior design is difficult. I like doing floor designs though. Alright, we are getting a better view here. Getting on top of the trees. Oh yeah. That is awesome. And then now we gotta work on our sleeping quarters. I lied, guys. We are not working on the sleeping quarters. Just gonna kind of look around a little bit more. I think that I should actually work on the interior down below before I get too carried away. Because if I just keep building more buildings, then there's just gonna be a whole bunch of empty interiors. But, I mean, at least I'll have a bunch of real estate and stuff, so that's nice. But I should probably do that just so I don't have too much pile up. Alright, let's start off with some grays in the deep slate. Corner off these right here. Nice. Have a meeting point in the center, and then let's fill the top layer with some slabs. Nice, simple little entrance room here. This is connecting to the Rook Tower, so this is what is going to transfer us over from Rook Tower to underneath the like Japanese foundations. Nice, looking pretty tasty. Alright. Gonna make the wall of the soon-to-be panda sanctuary. Looking pretty nice with the calcite. Calcite's beautiful, really good for Japanese builds. And now let's work on the interior of this room. Yeah, let's just make a bunch of squares going all around. And, oh, took a little tumble. I'm gonna fill up each individual square with a different wood from the biomes, because I think we have about every single wood now. We're pretty rich. Okay, I'm gonna build up the layer of the walls here. I think I'm gonna go for a kind of cellared, like, broken-esque wall look there. Let's keep making our squares. Kind of cascading around the room. Almost as if it's rotating around a center axis. It's looking pretty nice. And let's fill in all our squares with the different woods. Sweet. And look at all the torches placed. That's amazing. Awesome, guys. Look at the floor design so far. We're going to fill up the middle area there that is still green with the pale oak wood. But man, we've got about every wood represented, I think. I might be missing like one, but let me know if I am. Man, it's looking really good though. I like the random square patterns around the ladder area. Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna fill in this floor now, and that means we're gonna get a whole bunch of torches in return. So this is gonna be pretty awesome. Let's get some crimson wood here. Maybe I should have made planks, who knows. But I guess I'm gonna waste a little bit. I'm pretty rich though, so it's okay. I'll just go get more if I ever need it. And hey, we're restoring our torch inventory, which is pretty amazing because I'm gonna need a whole bunch of lanterns here in a second. So good thing we've got the iron farm, because honestly coal is one of the most scarce barren resources in Heim, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, is there a way to make a coal farm? Maybe a wither farm, I guess, would be how you do it. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Looking like a chessboard so far. Always a classic. The grand walkway, which is going to lead to the, what, pagoda? Is that what it's called? Oh yeah, nice scenic little look here of Heim. Couldn't help myself. I had to go get some deep slate tiles. Just wanted to take in the view here because it's so beautiful. But let's just keep on walking around and let's just do a little interior design check here. Nice. Good dark oak with the deep slate, crimson with deep slate, and then calcite mangrove wall. The walls are pillared and cellar-like, which is pretty good for the bottom of the build. It's going to look very good from afar too, having the light seep out from the sides, having pillared walls. Got a scenic view of Heim and Tyler's build, Hudson's, my lighthouse. A sheep are in here. It's a peaceful domain. Everyone's welcome and happy. Connects all up to the Rook Castle, which is going to have a bridge over to the windmill soon. Man, this area is going to be pretty clean here. Boys, the sleeping chambers is commencing. I need more mangrove wood, so we're going to do a bunch of chopping. But the foundations are set, and I'm liking the ideas forming here. Well, on our first layer, we are going to kind of build the middle, like 6 blocks in either direction or so, 8 blocks, and then build it up 3 blocks as we reach the corner. And then we're going to have the same pattern, but an outer layer of red as we approach the corners here. We'll just keep building it up until we meet at our highest point of the corner. So let's see. I'm pretty focused. I feel like I'm playing that operation game right now. Get rid of our extra pieces. And yeah, we're getting a nice ring to the roof here. I'm going to do a few more corners. Nice. Look at that, guys. This looks like a grand, majestic peregrine falcon. Are you kidding me? This is America, boys. Spreading our wings. This is beautiful. Gonna build up the corners for the roof as we meet in the center. And then I think I'm actually going to fill in this area with stairs building up to the wall of the next level. So, yep, we're going to use some dark oak stairs in the middle and then slowly blend it together with the blue. So each layer will go like one further in either direction with the dark oak planks is what we're going to do. So we'll start it off with just a simple layer, and then let's go one further this time to the right and then fill it in with dark oak too. And then it'll kind of have the corners of the blue wood blend together with the dark oak wood. It'll look very nice. Alright, well, we have the pattern about done for this roof, so I guess that means it's time to build up another layer of our Japanese sleeping quarters. I don't know what else I should put in this. Okay, well, We're getting a good foundation with the deep slate bricks here. They're a nice gray, but they're not too dark. And now that we've got our cube complete, we're going to have to fill it in and do some design. I'm actually going to just slap the roof on real fast since I'm in the zone from doing the old roof. I feel like it's kind of easy work now, but basically building a straight line for a little bit and then building up to the corners is what we're going to do yet again. Yeah, this is pretty fun and it's not too hard, honestly. It's just doing different lines and having them connect at the corners. So pretty fun doing this kind of architecture so far. I'm enjoying the build. Alright, let's fill in the walls with a deep slate tile look and then some calcite. So it still kind of has the paneling Japanese feel. Like how Japanese style builds have like sliding doors and windows. A lot of like lighter tones making up rectangular bases in the centers. So we're going to try and keep that fill. Alright, let's do some shroom lights actually at the corners just so we don't have to worry about lighting as much. It looks pretty good with the grays too and the whites, so nice little addition to the walls, and then we'll just do the same calcite pattern as we were doing before. Oh yeah, this is delectable. Okay, let's just keep building it up. Fill it in with some more tile deep slate. And yeah, it's really coming together. Last few calcite blocks for the middle square. Oh yeah, I made that jump just as I planned. Alright, let's just make sure that we have the base all worked on and sectioned off here with some dark oak logs, and then we'll throw some mangrove stairs on top. Nice, it's looking really good. Maybe some more detailing with some trapdoors, but good foundation. Alright. Forgot some stairs on this side here. But yeah, I like the trapdoors. So I think that's what I'm gonna do around each side. That's too low, right? Yep, it is. Gotta go one higher. Oh, let's get some trapdoors slapped down. Let's do some detailing on the second layer. We're gonna have a kind of layered fence post look with the brick fence posts and then the gate posts of the mangrove, so that'll look kind of nice along the bottom. Then we're gonna kind of corner it off with some stairs. Let's get the deep slate fences in here. And now let's actually throw down some stairs and some slabs for the detailing on this side. Let's hug it around the calcite to kind of border it. Nice, that looks really good. And then we'll build the fence posts up to the mangrove planks is what we're gonna do. That should complete the side. Yeah, that's a pretty nice wall design. Kind of makes a window frame, so it looks good. I like it so far. Let's work on our top layer. It's going to be floating in the sky for now, because I built up to it, but I'm not going to do a full-on wall. I'm going to have it sort of be an outpost with a open space and windows to overlook the other builds and areas around. And yeah, I'm going to have it all conjoin at the center this time instead of building up with more walls. This is going to be the final layer of this section of the Japanese fortress. So our first major tower. I am really liking the architecture. Nice. Let's just frame it. Kind of looks like those droids in the Incredible movie. Kind of insane, guys. You know the giant meatball robots that attack with the octopus arms? Well, we don't want it to be floating anymore, guys. That's not very safe. So we're going to connect it all with some fence posts on the corners for structural integrity. Because, guys, if you're not building with structural integrity, even though there's no gravity, I mean, there's gravity only for us, though. But seriously, it's important. It makes the builds look a lot better. You want your builds to kind of not look stupid and weird and out of place, so... But sometimes if you're going a little wacky and wonky, it can be kind of fire. I want to try and do some more unorthodox builds as I keep getting better, spreading my wings. Alright boys, we're finishing the final red layer of this roof and this whole entire tower build. This is momentous. Well, let's keep on going around the border. Sweet, it's all connected. Built it up at the corners, replace our extra slab, and now let's build it up in the corners again with our blue wood. Alright, there we go. Now we've got to do the layering effect with the dark oak and the blue wood again in the corners. We're going to do this for the final time, and we're going to converge it all the way in the center. We're going to keep going further this time because there's no wall to meet with. This is one too high, so got to lower it. Nice. Sweet. Just keep going around ring to ring, slowly building it up like a pyramid. That's what we're going to do. Alright. Almost there. Just like one more layer and it's going to be converging. We're going to top it off with some mangrove, and then I'm going to actually build it up with some fence posts, make it sort of like a beam in the sky. Nice little spike to top off our temple. Alright, let's keep going a little bit higher. You know, I'm not even going to count, I'm just going to free flow this right now. That's going to be good first try. I'm feeling it. It's all about proportions, baby. Okay. Well, guys, this is the end product so far. Oh my goodness. What did I say? Proportions. You can see that spike on top, baby. Let's go. The trapdoors for the bordering is really beautiful. Nice. I am in love with this build. And it's only going to add so much to Hyme and the other towers around it too. So it's all gonna form a mega build. Sweet, guys. Well, just as a refresher for what we did in Hyme, here we go. All of this was not here. This whole entire build. Got a nice floor. We got ladders going up, so now we can get up and down our tower. Lit up with the mushroom lights. Let's go. Calcite's looking clean. And then let's keep on heading up to the top. Ooh, I forgot some ladders. I need to get some more. Nice. Nice little sleeping quarters. Can look out in all directions. Have a beautiful scenic view. A balcony. I can fly away and escape. Oh, yep. Let's fly up on this bad boy. Woo! Now that is a Japanese fortress. That is what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a few more builds and towers. Maybe I should try and build some more medieval towers and kind of regular style builds to merge it with the Rook Tower a little more. But I don't know. I want to keep building Japanese for a little bit, so definitely going to do at least 2 more major Japanese towers. But man, the interior is looking really nice too. Alright boys, well, if you enjoyed the video and had a lot of fun watching and liked the architecture and want to see more projects, like and subscribe to Hyme. It really does go a long way. You watching right now, guys, please like and subscribe if you somehow saw this. I appreciate you guys and love your support. Take care. Get ready for more Hyme in the near future.